Guys, welcome back to Naya's reading log. My name is Naya for those of you who do not know, and today I am going to be reflecting on two books that I have read by Tillie Cole. The first book is called 8,000 Boy Kisses, and the second book is 8,000 Broken Pieces. The reason why I decided to just reflect and just get on camera and talk about these books is not only, the book was good, it was my favorite genre, but also because of the emotional toll that it had on me. It was very unexpected that a romance book can give you so many life lessons. It was very, I don't even want to say dark, but it was very deep. I'm not going to summarize every detail, but I just wanted to give a small summary on why these books are so hard to forget, and also for you guys to, even read these books. So the first book is 1,000 Boy Kisses. This book is centered around two childhood friends who, their names are Rune and Poppy, and throughout their friends, they are trying to gain 1,000 kisses before something unexpectedly takes a turn. Although they are young, they still have, the same kind of love, romance, they're very adamant about each other. But also when life starts to get real, that's when things start to shift. So although, they have been together, they are faced with something very traumatic. One of the characters has cancer and it gets really bad, so it's just really sad in the book. I feel like what stood out to me most in this book was about how, although they are young childhood friends, it's just the loyalty, the child in innocence, and growing up with each other, to face whatever challenge is coming towards them. So I feel like that was really sad. When I read the book, I actually started to cry, and I am a sensitive person, but I did not know that a book will actually have you crying. It was just so sad to read, because I'm they're so young. Why are they going through this? They're so young. So as the book goes on, it's they're still trying to figure it out. They're still with each other, and even after, when death does come across, they still, well, I don't want to say they because it's not a they, but it's the characters still, bring light to the situation. When somebody passes away, it's not sad, but it's a celebration. All the pain, all the worry, all the sorrows, it's gone away. So that's what the character is trying to, just push to the light. Yeah, this is a sad situation, but at the same time, we should be celebrating, because she wouldn't want me, just sad. She wouldn't. So, yeah, I feel like that, but it was really sad. And, yeah, and also the reason why I kind of held off on the second book was because I didn't think I was ready for the second book. It was something. The second book is 1,000 Broken Pieces. Now, this one is different from the first book because this book talks about dealing with trauma, loss, and just grieving after losing someone that you have admired or something. The reason why these two books connect is because I want to say siblings. In the first book, it was more so focused on the sister and her lover, but then also in the second book, it's focusing on how the other sister is dealing with the loss of her older sister due to cancer. So throughout this book, the sister is faced with, hard times. She, her parents has even sent her away to a whole retreat to try to regroup herself and just find herself, because she is in a dark place where, she did just lose her older sister, they were really close. So she's just basically trying to figure life out after she has lost someone that, really meant something to her. I felt like the second book is the biggest life lesson of it all. I feel like what I took away from it was, although you have lost someone, it's not a setback. You know, you can still grieve, you can still feel how you feel, but at the same time, don't let it bring you down into a dark space, because it's very hard to get out of. You know, you don't want to just be down. So I feel like the retreat, it definitely helped her, but along this retreat, she has met, I want to say, her new lover. So it's like in the first book, her sister has her lover, and then now in this book, she has her lover. But with her lover, he is also facing, you know, something traumatic. So basically, like in the second book, it's just basically based off everybody that has lost someone and, you know, just needs healing, trying to find themselves. So although in the second book it's kind of different, it still connects. It's about losing someone, but then also trying to, you know, get that confidence back, and just, you know, I don't want to say relearn everything again, but just like feel happy about yourself. So yeah, I would definitely say that this book, yeah, it was sad, but then also it really shows you how, like, some people, they can really be in a dark space behind someone's loss. Like, I feel like if you haven't lost anyone close to you, you really don't know how it is. For me personally, I have lost a few people that were close to me, and I was young, but now that I am older, I see, you know, the impact that it had on me. Like, if they were here, things would definitely be different. But yeah, so I would definitely say that these two books are the biggest life lesson. And also, you know, sometimes even in the end, the love story is not always how you want it to be. So I think that's it for our discussion. I would definitely recommend these two books, but also it's like a warning. Like, if you're not ready for the emotional and like the heaviness that is going to have on you, don't even read it, because it's like it's real heavy. But yeah, so I would just say, you know, take your chance, read the book. It's sad, but it also gives you a very important life lesson. So I think that sums up this, you know, little quick vlog. I didn't want to make it too long, but as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more book content. I just had a recent book post about book recommendations. So yeah, and also stay tuned for the book that's coming out this Friday. It's a review on Dear Debbie. I don't even want to talk about Debbie right now, because that's not what we're talking about. But yeah, just stay tuned, guys.